In today's video, we're going to talk about the Action Division, clandestine division of France's Foreign Intelligence Service, Direction Générale de la Sécurité Extérieure, or DGSE. So let's get started. Why is French intelligence's clandestine group called the Action Division? The service Action, often abbreviated as SA, serves as the covert arm of France's Foreign Intelligence Agency, the Direction Générale de la Sécurité Extérieure, or DGSE, comprising mainly military personnel, particularly drawn from special forces. The Action Division operates at the forefront of the intelligence service's clandestine activities. Its tasks encompass a spectrum of black ops, including sabotage, destruction of materiel, assassination, detaining, kidnapping, interrogation with or without using torture, infiltration, exfiltration of persons into or from hostile territory, hostage rescue, and extractions. The service's headquarters are located at the fort of Noisy-le-Sec. It replaced the service Action of the SDECE in 1971. In addition to its primary roles, the division also participates in other security responsibilities. This includes evaluating security measures at crucial sites like nuclear power plants and military installations such as the submarine base at Île-et-Longue, Bretagne. In the realm of Western intelligence, the Action Division finds its parallel in counterparts like the CIA's Special Activities Center and the elusive E Squadron of the SIS. The guiding principle of the Action Division, captured in the CPIS, says "Nul ne verra, nul ne saura," meaning none will see, none will know. The SA emblem proudly displays a French imperial eagle symbolizing the unit's honor, strength, and pride. This symbolism dates back to the Napoleonic era. The insignia also includes a star divided between red and black. Lastly, there's a parachute that represents the division's role as a paratroop unit and its history with the 11E Shock Battalion. History of the clandestine group. Following World War II, Colonel Jacques Moulin established the service Action for the SDECE using a list of former SOE operatives. In 1947, Captain Edgar Martin was dispatched to Montlouis to create the 11th Parachute Shock Battalion under Moulin's directives. By July 1947, Paul Alsares assumed command, initiating training in psychological warfare and clandestine operations, particularly in Indochina. Alsares prepared his men for various operations, including blowing up buildings, sabotage, or enemy elimination, drawing from his experiences in England. According to Konstantin Melnik, the supervisor of Secret Services for Michel Debré, the service Action in 1960 alone was responsible for assassinating 135 people, sinking 6 ships, and destroying 2 aeroplanes. So, basically, after World War II, France restructured its intelligence services, giving rise to the Service de Documentation Extérieure et de Contre-Espionnage, SDECE. This unified various existing agencies into a centralized and professional intelligence structure. In 1946, Colonel Jacques Moulin established the Action Division as the covert unit of the intelligence service under the SDECE. Operators were drawn from integrated intelligence services, some having served in foreign groups during the war, such as Britain's Special Operations Executive. Organization and structure of the Action Division. Operatives in the Action Division are grouped into 3 units, each specializing in clandestine operations for DGSE. They collaborate with other special operations forces, such as the Brigade de Forces Spéciales Air and Commando Marine Hubert, to achieve operational superiority. DGSE's organizational structure is military-oriented, answering to the Ministry of Defense. SA members have access to a centralized command structure, recruiting from the pool of French service members. CPES, headquartered in Cercotte, specializes in clandestine operations for DGSE. trained in direct action. CPES operates differently from traditional intelligence officers. CPIS, on the other hand, is based in Perpignan and trains in unconventional warfare tactics, constituting the secondary group of commandos. Their mission involves covert actions in DGSE's interest. CPEOM, stationed in Covert, handles naval and aquatic-based missions for the Action Division. Also known as Frogmen, it originated from the Combat Swimmer Center. As part of BSFA, Vaucluse is an aerial combat group assisting SA teams in engagements. Comprising transport aircraft and helicopters, it falls under DGSE as a specialized unit. The French ship Alice serves as the diving support vessel for DGSE and the Action Division, working with CPEOM operators on deployments. The vessel conducted operations across the Mediterranean in 2023. To become an operator in the Action Division, candidates must undergo mandatory training at the Parachute Reserve Training Center, known as CIRP. The specifics of CPES and CPEOM training are kept secret. Candidates joining CPIS are required to hold a position as a non-commissioned or commissioned officer in the military. They can come from any previous unit or branch. The SA conducts security clearance checks to ensure a clear background and mental understanding. The 18-month training includes physical and mental preparation, culminating in a 1-month exam. In 2009, an accident during an exercise at the CPIS Center claimed 2 operators' lives. Candidates aspiring to join CPEOM undergo 15 months of training in aquatic and maritime-based warfare. The initial stage in Saint-Mandrier includes mental and psychological testing. Those who pass proceed to the second stage, involving physical training in clandestine activity at Sercotte. To join CPEOM, candidates must express interest by April or May each year. The CIRP examines applications, selecting candidates who have served for a minimum of 2 years, with age limits for non-commissioned and commissioned officers. Training involves intimate, highly intensive sessions, pairing operators with instructors in maritime and underwater combat. Apart from clandestine operations, the Action Division employs its knowledge and training to test and protect crucial high-value targets in France. This includes nuclear facilities like power plants, submarine bases housing nuclear submarines and other military installations. Details about the weapons and equipment used by the Action Division are limited. Affiliated with the DGSE and attached to the military chain of command, operators likely have access to a diverse array of weaponry and equipment available to other special ops forces. Known weaponry, as observed online, includes MP7s, Glock 17, FN SCAR platform, M16A2, MP5, FNP90, and AK pattern rifles featured in the CPIS training photos. The most notable operations of the division. Within the Action Division, operations fall into 2 distinct categories: armor operations centered on sabotage and materiel destruction, and homo operations involving assassination and neutralization of individuals and groups. These activities are carried out discreetly, often designed as black operations without government acknowledgement. The Ministère des Armées estimates there are over 200 missions annually by the Action Division. Operation Satanique, Rainbow Warrior Incident. In 1985, the Action Division executed Operation Satanique, an armor operation targeting the Greenpeace vessel Rainbow Warrior in New Zealand. The attack resulted in journalist Fernando Pereira's death, leading to international embarrassment and a backlash in France against the DGSE for state-sponsored terrorism. Denis Alex and the Boulot Mara operation. In 2009, 2 DGSE operatives in Somalia were kidnapped. Denis Alex and Marc Aubrière were split up, leading to a failed 2012 CPIS operation Boulot Mara, resulting in Alex's death and 2 operatives killed during a gunfight. France's secret war in Libya. After Operation Harmattan in Libya in 2011, evidence suggested continued Action Division operations against ISIS. France acknowledged this open secret in 2016 when President Hollande confirmed the death of 3 operatives during deployment in Libya. Public perception of renseignement in France. Historically, public perception of French intelligence and renseignement is negative due to media coverage focusing on scandals within the intelligence community. The Action Division faces scrutiny with literature lacking depth due to its secretive nature, leaving public knowledge at the surface level. Does the Action Division have a future, and what's it going to look like? Given France's recent withdrawal from many West African nations in 2023, the future direction of the Action Division remains unclear. Despite global trends, the division will continue orchestrating clandestine operations, potentially focused on protecting French influence in Africa or energy interests in nuclear energy. Retired agents often transition into private security, consultancy, or intelligence-related roles abroad for corporations and nations, utilizing their wealth of experience. Ex-Action Division agent Pierre Martinet points out the consultancy opportunities within Africa, due to France's historical presence there. In the realm of GCSE's secrets, the clandestine arm of the Action Division stands out as one of the most discreet and enigmatic. Engaging in covert and black operations on behalf of the intelligence agency, they embody a somewhat unconventional and borderline illicit approach, serving as a third option to safeguard France at any cost. It's evident that those within the Action Division constitute France's elite military talent, hailing from experienced, diverse, and knowledgeable backgrounds. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and comment on this video. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like what we're doing and want us to continue with more cool content. Until the next time.